Coming up on this episode of Outlook TV, it's the new Westminster Pride Festival.
Calgary, International Drag Queens and Friends.
It's the Pacific National Expedition Drag Me to the Big Top. And much, much more. Hello, 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 and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And I'm Darren Manette. We'd like to thank the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations for the honor and privilege of filming on their unceded traditional lands.
Outlook TV is the queer magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
Yeah, and so up first, I'm in New West for the Pride festivities out there. I got a chance to talk to a lot of nice, fun people. It was a really nice day. Check it out. Buddy, it's Darren Manette here for Outlook TV. Well, listen, the clouds have parted, the sun has come out. So, we're here in New West, beautiful New West for the Pride festivities. We're going to take a little book around and see some old friends, maybe make some new friends. I'm really glad you're here. Let's go check it out. Come on.
In this small city, Pride New West has been trying to connect in a different way this year with our community. We are really aware about the things that are happening around the world, and this year all our effort was in connect with all our community, but also with our allies, and ask them to actually help us to speak louder about the threats that we are facing in the world. All the artists, our main stage will be amazing. All our vendors, actually, this time we asked them to be more active in the way that they support our community. So I'm pretty sure you will enjoy all the vendors, the food, the music, and all the volunteers. We are here with all our passion. We want to connect. We don't want to feel alone anymore.
Wow. Important for us to be here today to show support to our community and answer questions that anyone might have about crime prevention or getting involved with the New Westminster Police Department.
Hands in the breeze, grass on my knees.
So a lot of people are coming up here with really great questions and learning more and becoming a lot more open to meeting community and such. And it feels so great to be able to spread that information and a lot more accurate information as well.
I've been coming to this event for a couple of years now. It's probably one of our most favorite events. There's a lot of different organizations, groups here, and it's just a huge part to be part of New West, which has a beautiful pride scene going on.
Hey, look, everybody, look who I ran into. It's Jared from the Wet and Wild Bowling Association. Listen, bowling's upcoming. Who wants to bowl? How can they bowl? When can they bowl?
Come Wednesday, August 27th, 6:30 p.m. is our registration night at Revs on Low Heat Highway. And then you get a couple of free games as well on registration night, or you can join over the next couple of weeks as well. And we're looking for spares as well. It's always Wednesday, 7 o'clock at Revs.
Hear you one more time. I'm screaming one more time. Let's go.
The Hayak Festival is an organization that puts on family-friendly community events for everybody to enjoy.
So why was it important for you guys to be here today?
This is our third year supporting the Pride community in New Westminster, and we're absolutely thrilled to be here as part of our community.
Hey, look who I ran into. It's Frank from the Rainbow Chorus of New Westminster. I hear he has a really cool event upcoming.
Yes, we do. We have our 4th annual festive sing-along on Saturday, December 13th at 1 o'clock, held at Sanctuary on 6th, which is the old Queens Avenue United building. It is a free event, and it is a lovely community sing-along. So come join us, get some treats, and hang out with us as we sing Christmas carols and fun songs about Christmas, and have a good time.
Everybody, I think I'm almost prided out, if that's a thing. For Outlook TV, I'm Darren Manette. This is a really interesting story. It's all about gay people.
What?
Produced by gay people
No.
and reported on by gay people.
On this show? We don't do that.
It's weird.
I moved moved to Puerto Vallarta kind of by accident 25 years ago this year. From actually Ontario. I lived in Vancouver for a good part of my adult life, and then I returned to my hometown for a year, and then I came down here to Mexico. I was a sperm donor to a lovely lesbian couple here, and when the baby arrived, I felt a drive to be here to be part of her life. And we opened this club together, the three of us. Originally, it was a video bar, and we, after a few months, we added a few local drag shows, and they were so popular, we added a few more. And then we added a few more, and then we started having this very small cover charge of several dollars just to weed out the people who just come out and just spent all the evening here and not spending any money. And then we started importing performers from Canada and the States, and the years went by, and the level of entertainment grew and grew and grew. It was never planned to be what it's become, but it's become the leading live entertainment performance theater here in Puerto Vallarta, and I'm very proud to say it's nicer than most small theaters that I've been to anywhere in North America, and the level of talent is incredible. The performers we have, I don't tell them as the entertainment director what to do. I give them free rein. I will tell them what I don't like as an older gay man and what works with the audience. I spend my time watching the audience more than I watch the show. But the Lady Gaga show opened the doors for all kinds of shows, the level of the dancing. We improved the lighting for her. She's a very special woman from Argentina. She upgraded all the shows by doing that show so special, and every show is bigger than life now. They're super professional. Hundreds and hundreds of hours and months go into planning of their shows every year. We do 21 shows a week, probably 40 to 50 different shows each year. Some shows are specialty shows that come for a week or two. A lot of the performers live here now. A lot of them are Mexican, Argentinian, Canadian, but their home base is now here in Puerto Vallarta. They love living here. If you've not been to PV is a wonderful place. The Palm is just one aspect, but it becomes habitual to come to 2 or 3 shows when you're on vacation. We see the same faces year after year after year after year. I think I know 90% of our clients, and there's thousands and thousands of them.
Okay, we're going to take a break. Come on back. We have way more stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. Is it a dance break? It's a dance break, right? They're going to play the music.
Hi, I'm Hunter Dillon from Thanks to the Hard Work of the Elephants, and you're watching Outlook TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV. And our next story, T catches up with the International Drag Queen and Friends in Calgary.
Right, a really cool fundraiser.
Check it out.
The International Drag Queens and Friends and Canadian Drag Queens and Friends organization is doing a Calgary Pride doubleheader. They have events at the Texas Lounge as well as Watchman's Pub and Eatery. Let's find out more about what they have going on for their fundraiser.
The event here at Texas Lounge is one that I've been doing for 14 years. It's called Deep Roots, and it benefits the Sharp Foundation, Beswick House. All the money that we raise actually goes directly to the clients of Beswick House and benefits them directly. So not a penny is spent on anything else. And it's all funding that is needed as the governments are cutting a lot of the funding for anyone that is end of life or HIV or AIDS. So it's much needed, and it's something I enjoy doing every single year. It is a drag show, Entry by donation if you want to donate or not. I mean, we're not going to turn anybody away. But the main amount of money that we raise comes from a 50-50 draw and then also from a silent auctions.
The year so far has been fabulous. We have done over 25 events so far. We have raised over $5,000 so far this year. We're hoping that today we'll reach the 7,000 marks. We also are doing tons of stuff coming up in September, October, like all the way up to January. I always do a big event for Pride, and this year I wanted to do it at Watchman's because they're very respectful to the community, and it is like the third gayest bar in the city, and a lot of industry people come here after work, and a lot of gay-friendly people come, and a lot of people feel safe here, and the staff are like wonderful here. So if you ever come to Calgary, please come to Watchman's, and if you don't know how to sing, they still love you no matter what. And today we're raising money for Doorway, SafeLink Alberta, and MS Canada. Raising events, we have 50-50, we have 10 tickets you can buy for the silent auction. Then we're going to do the live auction. One of the local queer artists have donated. We have the wonderful Terry Stevens, Felicia from Edmonton, and then we have past title holders, and then we have the Empress and Empress of Calgary coming to support.
To bestow on you the title of First Princess to Miss Rainbow Pride of Canada 14.
From Calgary, Alberta, my name is T for Outlook TV.
Okay, next up we're talking with David, and he is talking with somebody, one of the stars of a film called Thanks to the Hard Work of Elephants, which will be premiering at the Vancouver International Film Festival.
Yes, this story follows two boys who escaped a treatment center and the love story that followed between them. Check it out.
The 44th Annual Vancouver International Film Festival is coming up quickly, and we're going to have a lot of world premieres. I'm talking with the director, Bryce, he's also the writer, and Hunter, one of the stars of Thanks to the Hard Work of the Elephants.
Johnny's coming. The plot is two teenage boys escape an abusive youth lockdown detention center, high on LSD, stealing the detention center van, and fleeing to the back of a big box store parking lot for one night of processing everything that they just came from, trying to figure out how one of them will express his love to the other, or if they have any other options of where they could go.
Where's all this communal food and drugs coming from?
Exactly what we're doing now. It is inspired by a true story. The story of a friend of mine who did escape a detention center in the 90s, high on LSD, stealing the detention center van and fleeing to a big box store parking lot. That was as much as I needed to be able to decide that, like, well, I'm going to write that. And it was originally supposed to be a stage play. During the pandemic, it shifted from being a stage play to a film. And during the pandemic, that also brought me to online spaces like Reddit and YouTube, where I started talking with a lot of different people who are survivors of troubled teen schools across Canada and the US.
Alex is sort of that kid in class that couldn't sit still and was always just a bouncing ball, and eventually at some point they were like, okay, we're taking you out of class and sending you off somewhere, and sort of is now having the ramifications of all of that, and he's just trying to get his mental health together and, you know, make it out alive. Playing a very, like, intimate love was interesting, just because, you know, when you're very intimate with someone, it's not even, like, sometimes it can be romantic love, platonic love, but, like, either way, it was like, when it connected and when we were shooting in the scene, it was like, oh, okay, I can open my heart to you, and you feel as though you're actually sharing this very important moment. And it's that, in my opinion, is where the lines of reality in the film blur, and you're like, oh, okay, I can do this, you can do this, I believe in you, you believe in me. It's kind of wholesome in a very sweet way.
She doesn't remember it.
Say if you're a fan of films like, I Saw the TV Glow or My Own Private Idaho. It has that sort of aesthetic, but also that sort of like heart a little bit, where like it's a story that you can just connect to maybe on just like a personal level a little bit.
Everything's gonna be cool. I promise.
I would say that it is the queer coming-of-age story that I wish I had when I was 15 years old. It explores trauma, it explores friendship, it explores the blurred lines between intimacy in friendship when you're a teenager and possible unrequited love.
Beautiful, heartfelt, and a little bit surreal delight. It's going to be playing at the 44th Annual Vancouver International Film Festival. It's on page 54 in their program guide. I'm David C. Jones for Outlook TV.
Well, it's time for a little break, but don't go anywhere.
Hello, Outlook TV!
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
Oh, for the love of drag me to the big top. Ollie's got this story over at the PNE.
Hello, Outlook TV. It's me, Ollie, and today I am dragging you to the PNE for the amazing show For the Love of Drag Me to the Big Top. Let's check it out.
We are here at the Pacific National Exhibition, the PNE here in Vancouver, and we are finishing a 15-day run, 3 shows a day. So it's our last day here at the PNE. Okay, the theme of our show every year is hard because you have to come up with something new every year. This year, it's the circus. So it's our little twist on For the Love of Drag, and each character or each performer that comes out has something to do with the circus. I can't give it away too much, but you'll see in the videos that it kind of leans a little bit onto the circus side, which is perfect for the PNE. The reason the circus theme really was appealing this year is because the PNE is fun, and it's all ages, it's family, it's a good time. So, if we could create a space like the circus where all ages you can come in and really enjoy the show, and from the little kids that are there screaming and singing Pink Pony to the adults or the older ones that are just there to have a good time and enjoy the music, that's the circus theme to me, and so that fits in perfectly with the PNE. With the talented Eddie Licious as our ringleader. You gotta have a ringleader for every circus that we have. And then we go into Pink Pony. So the talented Mina Mercury here in Vancouver comes out as our pony, as you would normally have back in the day at a circus. And then we have Rich L, who comes out as our fortune teller that you would normally find at a circus, which is really fun. And then we have Carrie Dawn, who's also a local performer here in Vancouver. And Carrie Dawn comes out first as a tightrope dancer, so it'll be fun to see who gets that, which is really great. And then she transforms into a tiger, which of course we always have at a circus, which is fun. We then have the most amazingly talented Rose Butch that comes out as the clown. You gotta have a clown at every circus, and Rose Butch does it so well. And does a really good job as our clown and transforms into our strongest thing. And they're able to come out and really show us the muscles that they have and put on a really good show. And then we end the For Love of Drag with a really good, strong message.
Well, a little bird tells me that this show is going to be back next year and is going to be bigger than ever. For Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Vancouver.
Well, this next story first aired on Out TV in 2016, and it's now getting its broader distribution. It's The Switch.
And you might recognize the reporter.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Hello, viewers. Well, in case you missed it the first time, we are relaunching The Switch again, and we were so lucky to sit down with two of its filmmakers who are behind the brains and the logistics of the operation. So sit down, grab some popcorn, and listen.
What are you doing?
The stuff yours?
Yeah.
Good. Here. We're demolishing the building.
What? Why?
The Switch is a TV sitcom that originally aired in 2016 in Canada on Out Television. It is unusual in that it is a sitcom created by and starring trans people. And it is about Sue, a programmer who flees Trump's America to come to Canada, have a new job, come out as trans, and restart her life. And she succeeds in some of those because she comes out, winds up very quickly unemployed, and crashing on the couch of her Chris ex, played by me, who is up to something dangerously illegal.
It's my first night out as trans. I really don't want it to be my last.
There are many political undertones. I think what the show is really about is queer people facing the many different kinds of violence that exist in real life today, both direct and indirect, but choosing joy and choosing community anyways. Queer people cannot survive without each other. People can't survive without each other. So that is what our show is really about, and we do not shy away from the realities of life in real life. This time around, we're hoping to reach audiences of people that maybe didn't see the show the first time around and people that are struggling with their new queer identities. I think that's what The Switch does really well, is it showcases queerness in different ways, but also at different ages as well. So to show that like there is a life out there for you after high school and within your early 20s.
Are you going to get rid of Sue? Or am I?
And what we need to do is find new ways of making art, putting it in front of people, and making our lives sustainable while we are doing that. There are new technological ways of doing it, including ways of miniaturizing virtual production. There are new ways of distributing it to people over the internet. There's also new ways of organizing teams. And we're working on new ways of putting all of this together, in part doing the Creative Commons thing, to gather the information so that future people can say, I see what you did. Can we do it too?
Real life sucks.
I'm also a young up-and-coming queer filmmaker, and so it feels isolating and confusing knowing where to start, but I think the opportunity I've been most grateful for is to work with my queer elders and not being afraid to be yourself. I think that's what our show really encapsulates is in order to succeed, like you have to be you. You can't hide any of that away.
We're trying to find a way of getting TV shows directly to people. We're putting it into the Creative Commons. The Creative Commons is the same licensing system that Wikipedia uses. You can go to www.welovetheswitch.com to download it, stream it, or with our permission, pirate it. We're the first TV show in the Creative Commons.
Wow. I hope that impacted you as much as it did myself. My name's Emily Ann Fraser for Outlook TV, Vancouver. Oh, I think we've said enough for this episode of Outlook TV, but we are planning on coming back, so should you.
Absolutely, and if you'd like to come and volunteer with us, that would be fantastic. And check us out on all of our social media.
I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And I'm Darren Manette.
Stay fabulous, Canada.